Welcome to the Fast Mode podcast series. I'm Tara Neil, and with me today is Hadas Lahav, Senior Director of Product Management, Applications and AI at Tufin. Tufin is the security policy company. Its mission is to protect the world's largest networks from cyber attacks by helping large enterprises manage and enforce a unified security policy across their complex networks and cloud environments. At Tufin, Hadas leads AI, data analytics, and security automation products. She has extensive experience in product strategy, innovation, and enterprise software. Before Tufin, she held leadership roles at RSA Security, Mobilogy, and Click Software, managing web and mobile enterprise solutions. Hadas joins us as part of our exclusive editorial segment on generative AI for network management. Welcome, Hadas. Great to have you on today's episode.
And it's great to be here.
Awesome. Okay, to start, what role does Gen AI play in network security? I know it's like a big question. We are thinking about how it can help in areas like threat detection and threat mitigation and other things.
So thank you, Tara. I think that Gen AI can impact network management in three main ways. So the first thing it can do is to simplify existing solutions and provide enhanced usability. What do I mean by that? We can use AI-powered assistants and recommendation engines and things like that to simplify those complex tasks. And by doing that, we can ensure that even junior staff, people that joined the workforce not too long ago, can efficiently perform their network management tasks and do that with confidence. So that's the first area. The second area is to accelerate processes. And we do that through AI-driven insights and automation. So we know that today many network management processes, things like compliance enforcement, risk assessment, security audits, these are time-consuming tasks, and they require an expert to do them. If we use AI, we can automate these processes. We can deliver insights and recommendations, and this can really help those IT teams to perform their work in a more efficient way. To give you an example, AI can analyze security policies. It can identify either misconfigurations or redundant rules before they become threats to the organization. And then it can suggest removing them so that the policies are safer and provide better security to the organization. And then the third area where it can help is to expand the reach of the network security tools that we have today beyond those traditional network teams. Today, the people who use network tools are those, very specific network teams. But AI-powered tools are not just for network administrators. So they have the potential to provide benefits to a broader audience, and this is across the organization. So people like business leaders, security professionals, they can also gain visibility from network risks without having to know all the details of the network knowledge. So for example, one critical application of this is incident detection and mitigation. So AI can monitor network traffic, it can identify suspicious patterns, and these patterns can potentially indicate a security breach. And by indicating this and learning network activity, those AI models can detect any anomalies, flag them, and recommend mitigation strategies.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So when it comes to Tufin, right? So you guys have a portfolio of solutions in the security space. So how has Tufin leveraged Gen AI in its offerings?
So we understand that GenAI is very, very powerful, and we're leveraging it in multiple ways. So we use both GenAI, but also advanced machine learning techniques. And we do that in order to enrich our products and bring additional value to our customers. So we recently released Tufin Mate. This is an AI assistant that has three flavors, and it helps professionals in multiple ways. To give you an example, it helps with network troubleshooting. So IT team members no longer have to rely on the availability of those very few network engineers in their team. They can use the assistant to ask it about connectivity issues in a natural language and get clear responses that contain all the relevant network information. If needed, the AI assistant can also help them to generate and track access request tickets. And this ensures that the connectivity issues are addressed basically with minimal manual intervention. So in addition to this great new release, we have a dedicated AI team that is researching how we can use advanced machine learning algorithms for our customers to help them with complex tasks. And those tasks can be either network segmentation, security policy optimization, and many other tasks at the core of the network engineers' daily work. So stay tuned because we're going to tell about it a lot more later this year.
Wow, that's exciting. So, you just shared some of the features that you guys actually offer to your customers. So, AI assistant being one of them, right? So, what response do you see when you unveil these things to your customers and you say, like, look, we have all these features? Do you see a lot of excitement? Do you see them coming back to you with a lot of questions? So, we need help. How do we use this tool now? Do you see those kind of things?
Oh, definitely. So this is one of my favorite things to demonstrate this AI assistant to customers or to prospects. So always in a group of people that watch the demo, always there's at least one person, usually several people, that sort of have this aha moment when they realize
Yep.
that their
Yep.
daily work can be a lot easier and
Yes.
simplified, and they're like, "Wow, this is exactly what I need," and it's so great to see it.
Yeah, yeah, it's so gratifying, right? Yeah, I can imagine that, especially all the tedious and mundane tasks, and you have an AI
Exactly.
assistant doing it. That's the same way we feel when we use ChatGPT. Like, I'm one of those people right now. I just turn that on first thing in the morning. It's always on my browser because I'm just going to ChatGPT and I can understand how much this would help, customers in your area. So, but with all that comes some security risks as well, right? So, people often say that if you use Gen AI, you're also increasing the vulnerabilities that you have in your network. So, how would you advise CSPs and enterprises trying to mitigate risks that come from that?
So we know that AI can bring a lot of advantages to network management, but as you mentioned, it can also present challenges, and organizations must address these challenges. So many AI models require, for example, large data sets, and these data sets are often stored in the cloud. But network data is very sensitive, and some organizations may be reluctant to share it externally. And so to mitigate this, those businesses should explore on-premise alternatives. And we know that I talked to customers and they already are exploring these capabilities. For example, having their own GPUs on-premise that can run large language models and help them with these much needed AI solutions. They can also use secure cloud environments where the data remains under their control. And in addition, unlike traditional deterministic algorithms, AI models rely on statistical probabilities, which obviously makes their output less predictable and can be potentially problematic. And so it's very important to acknowledge this, and to address this challenge. Those AI tools should employ, first of all, self-check mechanisms that minimize the risk for errors, and always ensure that there is a man in the loop before making critical decisions. This is why it's mostly, a recommendations engine that allows the human that uses it to make the final decision.
So it's like saying that you now all the employees or all the staff engineers who are actually using your solutions right now become like managers who manage the engines, right? That
Absolutely.
do all these
Yes.
tasks for them. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I like this. This is a great point.
Yes. Okay. So on the flip side, with Gen AI, we know that threat actors can take advantage of this newfound capability or features and launch attacks or come up with really innovative ways to attack networks. So, how are we mitigating those? Or, do we have the capability to detect those kind of attacks?
hmm So naturally, cyber criminals noticed the advances and advantages in using Gen AI. We're not alone, right? They see it too. And we know and we see that they leverage it to make their attacks more sophisticated and more advanced. So we've seen a number of AI-powered threats. Some of the common ones are things like automated phishing attacks. So they can leverage AI to mimic legit communication in a much more advanced way and to convince people to provide their credentials, their permissions, their credit card details, and so on. We've seen deep fake attacks. So things like using fake video,
Yep,
fake
yep.
audio, images, social engineering, AI-powered malware, things like data poisoning, and autonomous hacking. All of these are really advanced methods where attackers can take advantage. So definitely attackers become more sophisticated, and then there is a growing need for those intelligent security solutions that evolve faster than the attackers, hopefully, like the ones that are offered by Tufin that I mentioned before.
Yep.
And like Tufin, we see other vendors that have, advanced solutions in different security areas, whether it's endpoint protection, cloud protection, and so on. So everywhere you look, you really see those advanced AI solutions that are there to stop those attackers and provide a safer environment.
Wow. So, when it comes to different domains, right? So, Gen AI models that you train on a particular set of data would actually also learn a lot of things about that domain, like maybe in the healthcare, in telecoms and stuff like that. So, do you see a vast or significant difference between, threats that Gen AI takes care of, between these different domains? Or is it always the standard type of attacks, standard types of mitigation and stuff?
So different domains can have like dedicated attacks, but then AI tools can be used generally. So we've seen attacks like phishing attacks. We see them everywhere, regardless of the domain. Uh, Same as data poisoning and malware. We really see them everywhere across industries, across domains, across geographies. Um, so I think that attackers do take advantage of, exploits that they find, regardless of the industry. And I think it's very, very important for all industries to take the relevant precautions and use the relevant software to avoid such attacks.
Yep. So I think that's basically some of the main things that we wanted to talk about. There's one other thing that keeps coming up, in the news coverage and updates that we do, which is agentic AI. So do you have any thoughts about that, and how does that now change, the Gen AI deployments?
So I think it's definitely a word that is used a
Yeah,
lot,
a lot.
and
Yeah.
organizations and customers and scientists and everyone is very excited about it. I think that agentic AI will create a great opportunity for the ecosystem or for different vendors and different organizations to collaborate or let their agents collaborate and really create an ecosystem of Gen AI solutions. Uh, you know, we as Tufin, we are looking at partnerships and ecosystems from the day the company was established. But I think that the agentic AI now would give this whole ecosystem idea a new meaning. And also within the solution, allow different parts of the solution or different areas of the solution to communicate and
Yeah.
collaborate. So I think there's great opportunity there.
And make the system really autonomous, right? So that
Yes.
we minimize human intervention. But like you pointed out earlier, you still need someone to oversee the whole process and to validate. because
Always have a man in the process.
yes, exactly. Because Gen AI is still, at its best, mimicking, all the past behaviors that humans have basically started. So we just have to make sure that it stays relevant, against changing landscapes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think, yep. Thanks so much, Hadas, for sharing all these insights, for joining us today. We learned a lot about Tufin. We learned about Gen AI, agentic AI, and really interesting topics in the cybersecurity space. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tara. It's been a pleasure.
Okay. And to everyone tuning in, thank you guys for listening. If you want to learn more, visit www.tufin.com and follow us for more updates and insights as we continue to uncover the latest in technology and telecommunications. See you in our next session. Bye bye.